Welcome to Magnetic Island, guys. We are finally on the east coast after a long days of just driving. We've been driving one day 700 kilometers from Alice Springs, another day 900 kilometers, and the final third day 500 kilometers to get here. So specifically we are not now, but we are in Townsville, and now we are in Magnetic Island, which is a little island just next to the Townsville. You can take ferry, which costs 40 Australian dollars per person, or if you want you can also take a car ferry, which is a bit more expensive, but I think it's really not necessary because you can take a bus on the island. Actually that bus costs $1 for one person for the whole day, so you can use as many buses as you want just for $1.
Right now we are on the Forts Walk, which is the most famous walk on this island. I think 4 kilometers return, so not much. We took the bus from ferry terminal to Horseshoe Bay, and it's a high chance that we are going to see koalas, so wish us luck.
Yes, because on this island here is actually the biggest population, or
It's the biggest population of koalas in northern Australia, so
yeah. So we need to look up into the trees to see some koalas, and we also need to look for eucalyptus trees because koalas are living on eucalyptus trees. That's probably the only food they are eating, the eucalyptus leaves. But you can see many more things on this island than just koalas. We should also see some rock wallabies, which are really small kangaroos living in the rocks. And also here on this island are some pretty spots for snorkeling, so we'll see if we're gonna see some nice reef or something. But you know how it is with wildlife. Nobody can promise you that you're gonna see something, so fingers crossed. Hey mate, there is a little wallaby in between of those rocks. Hey buddy. But I can barely see him. Here are some interesting birds. This one attacked me a few days ago. I can see the stairs, my enemy. There is some heritage site from the World War II, but here definitely will be a great view. But who were they fighting with? I noticed that here is also a lot of military shelters from World War II, but I didn't actually know that Australia was part of World War II, like paradise here. Here is one of those military shelters. It's just an empty room. Look at those views from here. It's beautiful. Another military base. Huh. I wonder if it was just like in case of some threat, or they actually fight with somebody. Oh, look at this view. This is stunning. Okay, so now we are on the top of the world. So that military shelter, that was the top of this fort walk, and from there you can go back, or you can go to Florence Bay, where we are going right now. So it's another 1.3 kilometers to that bay. There should be some coral reef where you can snorkel. So let's see if we're gonna see something interesting, because no koalas yet. And we saw one wallaby, but I could barely see him, so
we finally reach our destination, which is Florence Bay.
So the problem when you are on the east coast of Australia is usually that you can't really swim, not like the whole east coast, but the north of east coast of Australia, you can't really swim in the ocean from October to May because there are jellyfish, and a lot of them are very dangerous. For example, box jellyfish, when it stings you, it can be actually deadly. Now it's end of April and I thought that maybe there is not that much jellyfish in the water already because the season for them is ending right now. But in the Broome, like not even a month ago, I was just swimming on the public beach, on the Capel beach, and some jellyfish stung me on the back of my leg, but it was luckily fine. It was not a box jellyfish, it was some subspecies, and it was not that bad. So now we are heading back on the trail, and we are going to the Horseshoe Bay village because we want to find there something for lunch. That's probably not the right way. Here is some detour. This road is a bit destroyed, but it's a almost 3 kilometers long path to the Horseshoe Bay. It's too many stairs here. So from the Florence beach you can actually go like almost 2 kilometers and take a bus to Horseshoe Bay, or you can walk these 3 kilometers through the bush and through the forest. But here is so many stairs that I have enough. So those are the nets against jellyfish. But I imagine that it's gonna be bigger and that maybe it's gonna be along the whole bay, but it's just like on 20 meters. So we just bought a quick sandwich and we are heading to the bus. Joffrey Bay, there should be some rogue wallabies, so hopefully. Look at him, here is a little wallaby. Hey buddy. He looks kinda like koalas, but it's a bit bigger. Alright.
Couldn't get much closer, could you? The other ones have just hopped up around the corner, might go around the corner.
You have a carrot? He's not scared at all. They are living everywhere here in those rocks. Look at him. And people should not feed them, but everywhere here just have a carrot and they are feeding them, so I don't know, but you should not do that. And I'm not doing it. That was a pretty successful mission. They were super cute, but actually at least it was like 50% of success on this trip. We didn't see koalas, but at least we saw those wallabies. They look very similar like koalas. Koalas are even smaller, they don't have such a long tail and they are not living in the rocks. Koalas are actually living mostly on the beaches in Rottnest Island, which is right next to the Perth. What you think of them, Luca? They were super cute, right?
Yeah, they are super cute, and I liked koalas last year, and this is very similar, so very nice.
So this is the Alma beach, but apparently you can't swim here. Beach closed because of those fellas. Nah. We should go to the water in that Horseshoe Bay. There was a net, but I thought that also here will be a net. No swimming today. So we just came back from the magnetic island and I'm done. all day on the sun, so much walking. But the magnetic island was really beautiful. We didn't see koalas, but at least we saw those rock wallabies. They were super cute, so we can definitely recommend it. But you know, it's a wildlife, so it's always 50-50 if you see something, so you can definitely try it, because on that island there is one of the most population of koalas in Australia, so maybe you will be more lucky than us. Right now we are on the other side of the magnetic island. Over there is a Townsville, and this little island here, that's the magnetic island. If you are exploring North Queensland, east coast of Australia, we can definitely recommend you to visit Magnetic Island. It's a great one-day trip.
But that's it for this one. Thank you for watching.
And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. And see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah.